Welcome back to the Film and TV channel. I hope you're all staying safe and well. And we have a 6-episode ITV drama today, a spy thriller drama. Yes, we're going back to the 60s in style as well with this one. A great one, a great, very famous 60s film. I might have to go back and rewatch that. And of course, based on a great book. We're going to have a look at the Ipcress file today. Please, if you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button, push the bell notification. All these vlogs are coming out. I do these drama reviews, film reviews, information blogs, what's out to buy, what's at the cinema, stuff like that. I try and inform and entertain if I can on these and talk you through what we've got and what we're offered. Obviously, I'm based in the UK. And please, if you can give us a thumbs up, that'll be great. If you give us a little thumbs, make an old man very happy. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoy what I do. And leave your comments, please. All comments are very welcome on this or anything else to do with film and TVs. It doesn't matter. So, yes, 6 times, well, approximately 45 to 48-minute episodes. Of course, a spy thriller television series based on the novel by Len Deighton. Yeah, I think I've read a Len Deighton many moons ago, but I can't for the life of me remember. This is written by a gentleman called John Hodge, who was making his first foray into television, directed by James Watkins, and it does star, we've got Joe Cole as the lead, Harry Palmer, we've got Tom Hollander as Major Dolby, Lucy Boynton as Jean Courtney, Ashley Thomas as Maddox, Joshua James as Chico, Anastasia Hill as Alice, David Denchik as Colonel Stock, and Paul Higgins as a minister. We've got various other characters as well, mainly UK based, but there is a sprinkling of other nationalities, of course. This began to broadcast on the ITV here in the UK on the 6th of March 2022. It's currently available in the UK on the hub, the ITV hub, so check your streaming site or your streaming service if you're outside of the UK that does these ITV dramas. And what's it about? Well, if you remember the original, or you remember the book, or you remember the original film with Mr. Michael Caine, of course, as the Cold War rages, former smuggler turned reluctant hero or spy, Harry Palmer, he's a bit of both, is he spy and a hero, Harry Palmer finds himself at the centre of a dangerous undercover mission on which he must use his links to find a missing British nuclear scientist. We've got no Rotten Tomatoes or Metacritic scores. We've just got an Internet Movie Database score at the moment. And as at the 11th of March 2022, 7 p.m. UK time, Internet Movie Database, very good, very good. We've got 429 scores and reviews left, 7.1 out of 10, so that's not too shabby. I've ignored the 10 out of 10s, there are a few. I've ignored the 1 out of 10s, there's a few of them as well, not as many. So it gets 270 people give it between 6 and 9 out of 10, and only 45 scored it between 2 and 5. So that's 86% positivity on these. A fair sprinkling of those would have watched the whole series. Obviously, some of these reviews would have been based on watching 1, 2, or 3 episodes, whichever they've watched. And the episodes themselves score, very, very close actually. Score anywhere between 7.4 and 7.6 out of 10. So, yeah, for me, I think episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4 were fine. It started to struggle a bit episode 5, and I thought 6, although it was a reasonable climax or a climactic episode to the whole thing, wasn't quite as good. So, it did have its ups and downs, but that's not an unfair level of scores for each of the episodes. And some of the comments on Internet Movie Database, some of the not nice comments, some of the dodgy comments. Another waste of time, said someone. A waste of everyone's time, said someone else. Undone by casting Tintin as the lead. Bit harsh. Doomed from the moment Joke Hole was cast. Joke Hole, I think we know who we're talking about. I think they're being a bit mean. Style galore, but lacking realism, said someone else. But we did have some positives, some comments. A great remake, said someone. Excellent series, loved it, said someone else. A solid spy drama, slow burn but classy, very well executed, said another. Above average fare, not Michael Caine, but totally enjoyable, said someone else. Excellent spy thriller. So yeah, I've read out more positives than negatives because there is. That's as simple as that with the score that we've got. My thoughts, Bernard's thoughts, for what they're worth to add to this foray. Yeah, I can't compare it to the film because it's that long ago since I watched it. I forgot what it was like, and I certainly, as I said, as far as Len Deighton is concerned, I may have read a book back in time, but I can't remember. But it's no doubt Joe Cole for me, obviously, without going back and watching Mr. Michael Caine in the lead role, does an okay job on the Michael Caine impression from even the replica glasses, which is fantastic. And it's quite quirkily shot as well. It's shot as though you get a 60s feel to it. You get a 60s movies feel to it. Off-kilter camera work as per Batman in the 60s. One of my favourite TV shows ever as a kid, and even now. Obviously, remember the Batman where they film things at a slant. Well, you get it with this. You get it with this Ipcress file. You get just a slight slant on some of the images. And some of the actual artwork and presentation stuff is superb. I really enjoyed that side of it, the 60s style of it. It was very good. Of course, yes, certain characters are adapted for the modern world. People don't want to start mentioning the words like woke and stuff like this. But yeah, of course, it's an adaptation. It's been adapted for the modern world, obviously, with the characterization, etc. But it never, ever forgets at its heart that it's a basic spy thriller set in the 60s, as I said, with certain changes or certain little changes. Some might object to that, but I'm not overly bothered by that as long as it's done very, very well. I mean, I was a kid in the 60s, of course. I was born in 1959, and yeah, it gave me that vibe. Watching some of the sets, etc., in the UK and abroad, it does give me that 60s feel, and it was nice to watch. It was enjoyable to watch, as well as a good plot and a good story. As I said, it did run out just a little bit of steam in parts for me, but it was always very watchable. I always wanted to watch more, and I did binge watch this, and I think it's just as good to binge watch it as to watch it 1 or 2 episodes at a time as well. And some people were a little bit cruel to Mr. Joe Cole. I thought it was a good choice for this role. Ably assisted by Tom Hollander, who again was an okay choice, and Lucy Boynton, of course, who plays the heroine or the lead lady anyway in this. And although Harry Palmer, as we know, is no Jack Reacher, which is another one of my favourite books that I read a lot of at the moment and watch the TV series and watch the films, although Harry Palmer is certainly no Jack Reacher, he does at least sort of make you invest in him and make you worry for him, because you just think he's not the biggest lad. He's not 6'5" like Reacher, built like a tank, is he? So you do worry for him and hope he's going to get out of the scrapes and sticky situations. Again, probably harking back to Batman. How's he going to get out of this situation? But so you do stick up for him in that way. But as I said, some people have been a little bit cruel that he didn't play a good part. I think he did. I think he does play a good part. And it has a sort of mini Bond film thing feel to it as well, without too many gadgets, of course. And that's what a good spy thriller should be. Again, it's just again, if you think of the older Bonds, the original Bonds that were made, has that sort of feel to it as well. As I said, it's not universally loved, but for me, it has to go down as one of ITV's better crime dramas and adaptations of recent years. As I say, not everyone likes it, but we're not all the same, are we? So I am going to give it a 6.5 out of 10, which is a very watchable score. As I say, there's just enough in this, and I just enjoyed the whole feel of it, the atmosphere of it, the vibe of it, as well as it being a good story. And as I said, I don't remember much about the Ipcress file, so whether it follows the book, some people have commented that it's quite close to the story in the book, which it can do with obviously a long, rather than the film, which obviously is an hour and a half, 2 hours. At least with this, it was obviously 3 or 4 hours with if you take out the adverts, etc. on ITV. They've done a pretty good job, apparently, as I said, but I can't remember. I might go back and watch the film and just remind myself. But even some people said the film's a bit dated now, so just watch this. If you have a choice, just watch this instead, certainly, and then just compare it and see if the film does look a little bit dated compared to it. Anyway, 6.5 out of 10 for me. Let me know what you think, guys. As I said, I quite enjoyed this. As I say, that I'm more or less in the majority for a change. Usually I'm in the minority when I do these reviews, but it's nice to be in the majority for a change. But there are people who didn't like it or couldn't get into it and stopped watching after half an episode. I've seen, I'll give up after half an episode, someone said. So you've got to give something longer than that, haven't you, in all fairness? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know in your comments what you think. Whatever you're going to do the rest of the day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families, more important. Let's all look after each other. So me here again on the Film and TV channel. I only ask one thing, don't I? Please stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.